So calculate the value of the unknown force F in the diagram. So let me reproduce the diagram, but let me use different color. So let's call this force F. Draw it here to view it. So that is F. I'll use another color for 40. So let's say this place is 40 Newton. Then we have here to be 80 Newton. So you will see the way I'll move those forces now. Remember, forces are movable. So this is 40 Newton. So this is 80 Newton. So we know here is 90 degree. So that means it's perpendicular to each other. So now see the way I'll move the force. So for the first one, for the first force, view it this way. Let me move it here. I have the yellow force here. That's 40, which is this one here. 40. So put the direction. Now see the way I will move the white. So this one, just move it down this way. So that is F. Here is 40. So please see the color very well. See, I just move this F downward as in here. That's what you see in the diagram. So 40 is the yellow, the white is the F. So move it down. Vectors are movable. So now the red. So the red can now close it this way. You see, I've formed a triangle here. So this red is 80 Newton, like that. So here is 90 now. So this is now a right angle triangle, because as you move this downward, as you move this force F downward, so you will have a right angle here, triangle. So we now move this red also. We move this red to close it, so to form the triangle. So that's what you see in the diagram. So now from the right angle triangle, now we can now solve for F from this right angle. So use SOHCAHTOA or Pythagoras theorem. So since there is no angle in this right angle, so I'll just use Pythagoras theorem. So if there is angle inside and you don't know any two sides, maybe you know one side, then you use SOHCAHTOA. So I'm using Pythagoras now. So Pythagoras theorem is hypotenuse square equals opposite square plus adjacent square. So what's the hypotenuse here? Hypotenuse is 80. So that means 80 square. So this is the longest side. This is hypotenuse. Anywhere that right angle is facing is hypotenuse. So anywhere can be your opposite. We don't have angle here. So if I call here my theta, then that place will be opposite. So here is 40 square, then plus adjacent is now f. So that will be f square. So now collect like terms. Well, first 80 square is what? 6,400. 40 square is 1,600 plus f square. So now f square is 6,400 minus 1,600. So now f square equals 6,400 minus 1,600. So that is 4,800. So f is equals to square root of 4,800. So f is equals to 69.2 approximately. So F is 69.2 Newton. So that is the value of force F. .2 Newton. Okay, approximately 69 point, because it's 2/8 is 69.28. So this can be 69.3 Newton, as in like that. So if we don't do it this way, we can also reason this diagram like equilibrium of vectors or forces. You know that equilibrium of forces is the opposite of resultant of forces. Now, using this same question, so I'll use equilibrium of forces because equilibrium is opposite of resultant. So that will be another method. So we know already that this angle is 150 degree. So if I want to use the 150, so this diagram you see here will just be like it will be like f, this is f, this is 80, y this is, so see what I did here now. I move this one, this force is like equilibrium here, so I move it to this point to be resultant. That means this yellow now is the resultant of f and 80. That's it. That's another way you can reason the question. So that is the arrow direction. So this is 80 Newton. This is 40 Newton. Sorry, that is F. That is the white. So this is F. So Y this is 40 Newton. So if you look at this direction I put here now, you see it faces the same direction as this. So that is equilibrium. So if I now change the arrow head, So if I change the arrowhead to this place now, that is, the arrowhead is in opposite direction. Sorry. The arrowhead is in opposite direction to this now. So see. So that means equilibrant is opposite of resultant. So I turn that equilibrant to resultant. So it's still the same because resultant and equilibrium are are equilibrant are equal but opposite direction. So this will also be 40 Newton. So to be equivalent to this equilibrant. So remember, equilibrant is equal in magnitude to resultant but in opposite direction. So this is 80 Newton. Then this is our F. So this diagram now, and this is 150 degree. So this diagram now look like two forces acting at 150 degree to each other, and their resultant is 40. Then what is that? F. So let's find the F. Remember, if two vectors act at an angle theta to each other, so resultant will be R is equals to square root of p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. So I'll take that p as 80, f and q as f. Anyone can be your p, anyone can be your q. Then the theta is 150. So here r square. So why r square? You know you have square root here. So square both sides so that to remove that square root. So to be r square, r square is equals to p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. So we have r square is equals, what is p? So p can be any of this. Either p can be 80 or f, or p can be f, q can be 80. Anyone you like, use it. So yeah, let me list it so you can grab. So r is your resultant, is the 40 Newton. So that's it. So I'll take my p as 80 Newton, and I'll take my q as f. If you like, take your p as f, q as 80. So now just substitute in the formula. So this will be 40 square is equals to square root of p square, no square root again, sorry. So that means we are using this now. We've taken the square root as we've square both sides so that this will cancel out that root. So then we got this one, r square. So that's what I'm using now. So 40 square is equals p square, that is 80 square plus f square q square. So that means plus 2pq, that is 2 times 80 times f cos 150. So this will becomes 40 square. That means 40 square now is 1600 equals 6400 plus f square, 2 times 180. So 2 times 80 times f times cos 150 is minus root 3 over 2, so that these two can cancel out these two. So we have 1000 4,600 equals 6,400 plus f square. Okay, if that minus should open, we have plus f square, then minus. Remember there is minus here, so minus times plus here will turn to minus. So minus 80 root 3 f, as in that's what we have there. So take that 1 6 in, so we have 6,400 plus f square minus 80 root 3 f minus 1,600. That is, this is plus here, take it to the other side, it will becomes minus. So this will now be f square minus 80 root 3 f. So now 6,400, remember here everything will be 0 because you have moved this to the other side. Now 6,400 minus 1,600, that is plus 4,800. So everything is 0. So this is quadratic equation. So use formula method to solve the quadratic. So use formula method. Solve the quadratic equation. So that is the quadratic form. So from the quadratic form, we know a is now 1, b is minus 80 root 3, c is 4,800. So f is equals to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac, everything over 2a. So f equals minus 80 root 3, so that is minus b plus or minus square root of minus 80 root 3 square minus 4ac, 4,800. Everything over 2a. That is 2 times 1. Remember, we are just using formula method for quadratic. So f is equals to 80 root 3 plus or minus square root of. So I'll just press everything inside this root at once to save time. So that will be minus 80 root 3 square. Now let me press everything including the square root, so to save time. That is, I want to press everything here together. So square root of brackets minus 80 root 3 square minus 4 bracket 1 bracket 4,800. So everything here is inside the root is 0. So that means everything is 0 like this. So square root of all this, so everything give us 0. So divided by 2. So f is, so it will remain 80 root 3 divided by 2. This is plus or minus 0. So plus or minus 0 is 0. So F is equals to 40 root 3. So in exact form, so F is 40 root 3 Newton. So if you approximate, so 40 root 3 is 69.28 Newton. So that 28 can say 69.3 Newton, which is the same answer as the first method. So that is it.